everybody. My name is Darren Bartolo, and today I'm coming here to talk with you a little bit about intuitive readings, kind of explain what intuitive reader is, and most importantly, explain what an intuitive reading with me is like. The words intuition and intuitive readings are happily getting a little bit more common in society right now, but sometimes people don't really understand what it is. So I'm here today just to kind of shine some light on that and at least put my perspective on it. The biggest thing to understand is that all of us are intuitive, right? In the fact that if you walk into a room and you can sense if someone's in that room and they're very upset, you don't necessarily have to use words to understand that something is wrong. Or if someone's really happy, you can understand that there's something's going on and they feel great inside, but you didn't have to use words to do that. So we're all intuitive to the fact that we can exchange a lot of understanding and a lot of energy with each other without saying any words. That's intuition. But an intuitive reader maybe takes that to the next level. By accident or on purpose, they have kind of cultivated that skill so that they can kind of understand and see things that maybe people aren't saying. So intuitive readers have different gifts and they can come in all different shapes and sizes. I was first introduced to intuitive reading when I was little, and I got a tarot card reading. So we all have heard about tarot cards. Some people focus their intuitive nature in being able to read the energy that the cards pick up. Also, I had a past life regression at that young age too. So some people, when they focus their intuitive energy, they can actually see or feel some past lives that you've had in your history of earthly experiences. And more recently, the intuitive readers that I've been working with for my benefit, they have developed direct connections to people's guides and people's angels. So through words that they hear in their mind or through visualizations that the guides give them, once they channel in on you, they'll actually kind of get some information from your guides. So for some people, intuitive readers, it is a very visual and or oral process where they can hear this information. I personally am not one to have had to see people's guides or see my guides very visually. I have, though, come to realize over the past 30 years that my guides speak to me and kind of give me information in my my subconscious, like the thoughts that pop up. And that happens to all of us. It's just for us who choose to practice that or understand what's happening. It's that voice in your head, your conscious, and your ideas that just spring into life. All that stuff that kind of happens when we just come up with an idea and it just literally comes out of nowhere. That's intuition, right? That's intuitive spark. We kind of have those words in our society right now. But for me, I kind of realized over time, and especially these past 5 years, is that my intuitive nature didn't, like I said, wasn't necessarily visual, or I was hearing guides, or I was hearing people's guides. I was understanding a lot about people without them telling me anything, or just after a few words or a few conversation, I understood a lot about them. And like a lot of intuitive journeys, I thought that was normal. And I thought that when people met each other, they understood everything that I was seeing. And that led to a lot of confusion over the years because I thought people on purpose weren't being very empathetic or sympathetic with each other. Because I would look at someone and I would see a lot about their personality, and I wouldn't see others treating that person in the same regards that I did because they didn't necessarily see everything that surrounded that person that I did. So I started to realizing that that was actually an intuitive gift that I had by accident. Since I was little, I've been kind of cultivating that of really learning how to understand people first meeting them. I kind of understand and see a lot about their person, their personality, their motives, and their views on life. And then now for the past few years, I've been trying to cultivate that mindfully, and actually just like any other skill, you can practice it. So that being said, for me, if you come to an intuitive reading with me, what that looks like is we'll kind of just start talking, and then I'm learning how to channel that energy, that skill to you. And then what will happen is I kind of just understand a lot about you and understand motives, drives, and kind of a lot of history behind those motives and drives. So if you're feeling whatever emotions that you're feeling or choices that you're making, I am able to kind of like zero in right on all of the background energy that is leading to those decisions, leading to those emotions, leading to those actions in your life. So if you come, a lot of people go to intuitive readings for a little bit of clarity in their life, right? And especially in a society that doesn't, well, I should say that is only now really starting to understand emotions and how emotions affect the body and how emotions affect our choices. People still are looking for languages about how to describe their feelings, and actually just practices about how to feel their feelings and understand that it's not just a chest ache, it's actually anxiety, or that if it's just a stomach ache for 3 weeks, it's maybe just depression. So we are still in this point where we're finally understanding how emotions and subtle memories will just kind of stay in our body and affect our whole physiology. So if you come to me then and we start talking, I'm able to kind of understand maybe some emotions that you don't even understand that you're having, or kind of you understand that the emotion is present, but you really can't move past it. So coming to me, I'll be able to kind of be with you in that emotion, and then I'll kind of be able to go around it. I go all the way above it, around it, and below it, and help you kind of see more subtle things that you may not even be picking up on yourself. Drives, like why are you feeling that emotion? What happened in your past that you're that's bringing that emotion up, or what anxieties or thoughts or distractions that you may have that's like about the future that's bringing that emotion in. So again, for me personally, it's not necessarily, I don't specifically get directions for you in an intuitive reading. It's sometimes they do come up, so I shouldn't say that. Okay, we're back on. Sorry, that was a little bit of technical difficulties. My memory space was full on my camera. Anyways, we're back on now, so I had to look at what I was just kind of reading and channeling on the spot. So I'll try to get back into that space again. So I was saying that my specialty may not be able to receive clear directions from your guides, although that does come up, and I will receive kind of more clear directions for you, but that's not necessarily one of my specialty that I hone in on. But what my specialty then is, though, I'll help you get direction by getting really to the core of emotions. And those could be emotions that are joyful, but also more specifically why you seek help are the emotions and thoughts that are kind of keeping you stuck, keeping you in states of anxiety, keeping you in states of depression. And for a lot of you guys who are hearing this right now, hearing my words and watching this video, is because you guys are seeking. So if you're not necessarily like in a state of anxiety or a deep state of depression, there's a lot of people that are understanding that something's next. We're kind of waking up and it's really exciting, but because of where you're at, you may not be exposed to a lot of teachings or a lot of people that can elucidate these feelings inside of you that are coming up. So it's really important, if you want, on your path to seek help, and it could be through reading books, it could be just to talking to other people who are on a similar journey to you, but also there are these people who make it their priority to use their intuitive skills to help you along, because there is a lot of moments where we do need a mirror and understanding that we do need help to understand where all of our emotions are coming from, because some are easy to read within ourselves, some aren't. And like I alluded to at the beginning, I have seen in my life, I will say over 4 readings, but I've had 4 intuitive readings that have really changed my life. They were with 2 trusted friends, 2 each, and they really told me what I knew, and it wasn't necessarily so surprising because, like I said, we're all intuitive. We kind of understand within ourselves, but it's nice to go get help and for someone to say, this is what I see. It gives you some clarity into what you're feeling and gives you just some acknowledgement to how you're feeling. And you may know it all, and we do because we're all intuitive and it's all inside of us, but it is nice to have that acknowledgement and that support to move forward. So that's a little bit about intuition, intuitive readings, and what intuitive readings are like with me. But absolutely, I'm gonna start to post more videos so I can starting to share my journeys over the past few years, my whole life, but especially the past few years as my psychic center has really just opened up. And it's taken me some time to share that with the world because I was still understanding it for myself. And not to say that I understand it, because we're always in states of learning and states of journeying, but I am understanding it in a clearer way of how I can share that skill with others. So this phrase is coming to me. I always think like, if you don't get help from me, get help somewhere. So that's just meaning that there's a lot happening in the world right now, and there's a lot of people who are feeling like something is next. And that's exciting. So you don't have to be by yourself with those feelings. There's books, there's people, there's groups, there's intuitive readers. They're everywhere now. I hope you seek some kind of community to express those feelings with, of like, what's next? Something's next. Because maybe my skills don't kind of resonate with you, and that's fine, because there's infinite amount of other groups, other people that will speak your soul language, your emotional language, that will help you. So as I move forward, like I said, I'm going to be making more videos just to kind of describe my journey, tell you about what I'm looking to give now to the world with all of my intuitive experiences, my psychic experiences, and as some of you guys know, just my world travels and my time in India, and just when I was little and starting to understand how the spirit was moving in me and how it was slowly evolving to this point right now. So that being said, I would love to get any suggestions because I'm here for you. So as questions come up in your mind, send those to me, and then I can make videos of them, and we could start answering questions, or at least starting dialogue to help maybe start demystifying some of these spiritual like ideas that are kind of circulating around the world. We can talk about them, and we can make them a little bit more grounded so it's more real for us. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you're watching this video, that means you have some kind of soul question you're seeking, or you're another healer and giver, and you're just looking for more support. So if you made it to the end of this video, no matter what, congratulations. That being said, I hope you find a community, and if you're already in a community, I hope you utilize that community to help your progress, because we are designed to live in a community. We're designed to thrive in a community. So I hope you can ask for help, and please reach out with any questions for you. I'm really excited to dive into this kind of video series and just see what kind of questions come up, and see what I can share with you. I have a lot to share. I have about 20 years of notebooks with ideas that I'm ready to share with you guys. But obviously these videos are for you, so let me know. That's kind of, I'm getting the done energy. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much that you know about me. So I hope you guys are sharing the love. And if you are kind of feeling you don't have the love, here's some love. Search out ways that you can just keep on making that love buoyant and real inside of your body. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. And thank you for watching this first video. Love you. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.